Meet Mike. He benches 140 kilograms, walks around looking like a literal Greek god. But watch what happens when I drag him out of the air-conditioned gym and put him on a simple pull-up bar. Look at that shake. He's failing his third rep. It's pathetic. What if I told you that all that size is just decoration? That those are just puffy muscles with zero functional value? Today, Mike gets a cold reality check. Big doesn't mean strong. Welcome to the concrete jungle. No air conditioning, no smoothie bar, and definitely no padded seats to rest on while you scroll through TikTok. Just scorching sun and unforgiving steel. When we first walked in, Mike actually laughed. He looked at the pull-up bars like they were toys at a children's playground. He's used to loading up plates and hearing the clang of iron to validate his existence. But here's the cold, hard truth he's about to swallow. This isn't a playground. It's a reality check. See, a lot of gym bros think calisthenics is just cute. They think it's all about flashy moves and circus tricks. But let me ask you, do you think elite gymnasts or Navy SEALs built their physiques doing bicep curls in a Smith machine? No, they built them by mastering their own body weight. That is raw functional strength. In the gym, the machine balances the weight for you. It isolates the muscle so you can feel strong without actually being functional. Out here, you can't cheat gravity. There are no safety pins to save you. And as Mike is finding out, gravity doesn't care how much you bench press. If you can't move your own body, all that muscle is just dead weight. Let's break down exactly why Mike is crumbling, round by round. Round 1, isolation versus compound. Mike attempts a basic explosive pull-up. In his climate-controlled sanctuary, he sits on a machine, isolates his lats, and pulls a cable down. It's safe, it's controlled, and it requires zero brain power, but look at him here. His body is a chaotic mess of flailing limbs. Why? Because calisthenics doesn't care about your bicep peak. It demands your entire kinetic chain to work as a single unit. He's trying to muscle through it with brute force, but the bar demands coordination he just doesn't have. In the gym, you train body parts. Here, you train movements. And right now, Mike's movement is looking a lot like a fish flopping on a deck. Round 2, range of motion. Watch this dip. He goes down maybe 4 inches, and he stops right there. In the gym, that's a rep. You load up the weight belt, do a little half-rep pulse, and high-five your bros because the number on the plates is big. But in calisthenics, we don't play those games. If you don't lock those elbows out, it didn't happen. We go deep, fully stretching the muscle under tension and drive all the way back up. Mike is looking at me, confused why I'm not counting. Buddy, you haven't done a single real rep yet. You can cheat the weight stack to feed your ego, but you can't cheat geometry. Round 3, grip strength. Look at his hands. He's frantically patting his pockets. He's looking for his lifting straps. Sorry, Mike. No straps, no hooks, no gloves, just your skin on raw steel. He's used to having his grip aided so he can pull heavier numbers for Instagram, but out here, your grip is your lifeline. If you can't hold your own weight, you simply don't own that strength. It's fascinating, really. The guy can deadlift a small house, but hang him from a bar for 30 seconds and he starts slipping like he's been dipped in butter. That is the definition of fake strength. Round 4, the core reality check. He's trying a simple hanging leg raise. Look at the swing. Look at the desperate arch in his lower back. He's subconsciously looking for the padded backrest of the captain's chair to save him. It's not coming. In the gym, the bench stabilizes you so you can push. Here, you have to be the bench. Your core has to be rigid iron just to keep you from swinging into next week. Listen closely. You hear that? Snap, crackle, and pop. That's the sound of a body that looks like a Ferrari on the outside but has the suspension of a rusted tricycle. He's facing the cold realization that having a six-pack and having actual core strength are two completely different universes. Look at him, soaked in sweat, sitting in the dirt, staring at his calloused hands like he's never seen them before. The arrogance is gone. Now comes the cold realization. Point 5. The freedom of bankruptcy. Mike pays $50 a month to wait in line for a squat rack while listening to terrible playlist music. The fitness industry loves guys like Mike. They sell you the lie that you need expensive memberships, fancy machines, and overpriced supplements to be fit. Why? Because they can't monetize gravity. They can't sell you a park bench. Calisthenics is the industry's worst nightmare because it's 100% free. No swipe card, no closing hours, no excuses. The world is your gym, and that level of freedom is terrifying when you're used to being spoon-fed your workout. Point 6. Vanity versus utility. Let's be brutally honest. Most gym workouts are designed for one thing, the mirror. It's about the pump, the lighting, and looking good for a photo. It's aesthetic, not athletic. Mike is built like a tank, but he moves like a tractor. Calisthenics isn't about looking ready for action. It's about actually being ready. It's survival strength. If you're hanging off the edge of a cliff, nobody cares about your 1-rep max on the leg press. They care if you can pull yourself up. Mike is realizing his body is a statue, built for display, not for movement. And that leads to point 7, the ultimate silencer, the death of the ego. In the gym, you can lie. You can bounce the bar off your chest, you can use momentum, you can hide behind the weight stack. Out here, the bar is a lie detector. You can't cheat gravity. You are either strong enough to lift yourself, or you aren't. There is no gray area, no spotter to help you grind out a rep. Just you and the humiliating truth that you've been ego lifting for years, and gravity just called your bluff. Mike is absolutely cooked. His ego is bruised, his hands are shaking, but for the first time in years, he actually feels worked. He's realized that the machines made him look strong, but the bars made him be strong. That is the upgrade your body deserves. You don't need a membership. You just need to show up. Now, if you want to avoid looking like a fish out of water on your first day, I've mapped it all out in the Calisthenics Playbook. It's your roadmap to raw power without the embarrassment. Check the link, and before you go, drop a comment. What's the one calisthenics move that terrifies gym rats the most? Bonus points for the most creative answer. Let's get to work.